Hey ladies, okay, today we are talking about expanding your market. So last week we talked about really some steps that you can take to start brainstorming how you will build your business and how your business will be different from other Beachbody coaches. But today I want to challenge you with some things to be thinking about when you're expanding your market, okay? So this from this day going forward, a lot of this training, we're going to continue to talk about some things with, what it means to team cycle bonus, what do the different legs mean. We're going to dive into that stuff a little bit more. We're going to talk about the pros of signing up your spouse or significant other to be a coach. So we're going to hit on a lot of those things, what it means to be active or inactive. So just stay tuned for those and kind of hold on because I promise we're going to get to those. But I want to start talking about how you can really start building your business. Now, I know how it is. You exhaust every resource you have. You've told your friends about it. You've told your family about it. The people that's hardest to get to join your challenge groups, you've shared it with them. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you're like me and you're kind of like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to wear out all my friends and try to get them to do what I'm doing. I'm just going to be me and I'm going to start trucking along, and the people who want in will jump in. And that's kind of how I see it sometimes. Now, I know that that's the opposite of what other people say to do. I know that people say, be inviting everybody you meet. But here's the deal. I don't want to be salesy. And I know people say that's not salesy, but guess what? It's salesy, and it can be salesy, and it can be really obnoxious. Because here's the deal. I just want for people to be fit and healthy. That's it. If they get fit and healthy by going to a personal trainer, cool. If they get fit and healthy by doing CrossFit, cool. If they get fit and healthy by going to Gold Gym and doing Jamie Eason's workout program, hello, that's what I'm doing right now. Cool, that's awesome. At the end of the day, I just want people to be fit and healthy. But if they need a Beachbody program, if they want to work out at home, if they want to try the 21-day fix, I want them to know that I am a Beachbody coach, but at the same time, I don't want to be pushy of that. So I'm really sensitive and very careful about what I do with those particular things because I never want it to be like I'm coming to church and I'm involved in these things because I want you to join my challenge groups. Does it make sense? So I think right now, today, you need to go ahead and start thinking about other things that you can be involved in when you exhausted all those resources, right? And ultimately, don't exhaust those resources. Just start doing these things today, okay? Now, here's the deal. You have to know in advance that if you're not going to exhaust all those networks, it's going to take a little bit of time. And you have to make consistent steps over time to build your business, okay? So you're not going to wake up tomorrow and have 6,000 followers on Instagram. You're going to have to make those steps, and you're going to have to take small steps that are eventually going to turn into big steps. And the thing that people are looking for from an Instagram account, from a Twitter account, from any form of social media, which is the number one thing that we're going to talk about on expanding your business, they are looking for someone who is going to be consistent, who's going to show up every day at the same time, whether that's in the morning at 7 a.m. or at night at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever works for your day. And they're looking for someone who is going to bring them value. Every single post that you make, you should say, how is this bringing my customer or my potential customer value? How is this going to help them? There should be some kind of prompting in that post. If you notice, a lot of times the posts that I post, I say, tag your friend and encourage them, or tag, your spouse and tell them what they mean to you, or, raise your hand if you're in, or comment below if you're going to do this with me, or whatever. There's some kind of call to action, right? There's something that I'm saying, hey, if you're in and you're in this with me, let's do this together, right? So you've got to have value for your customers, and you have to have them buy in. Another thing with social media is don't concentrate on the number of people following you. A lot of times people don't know this, but I go through every single follower that adds me. When I see that I gained 10 followers today, I click on that and see who those 10 followers were. If it is a dude who is clearly not someone's husband that I'm friends with or someone that I even know, I block them. Why? Because I'm personally not trying to coach men. Now, if you are, that's awesome, but I'm personally not trying to coach men. Or, if it's some girl who whatever. For the most part, I let every girl follow me 99% of the time. But if they're posting creepy things, or they're a clear creeper dude, or they're a salesy person, or they're all about raps, I block them. Because I want the people that are following me to be people who are absolutely engaged in every single post that I post. And yeah, right now it might feel like, well, I don't have that many followers. But guess what? One day when I have 10,000 followers and I'm still getting 400 likes on every single photo, that's really good for 10,000 followers. If you look at a lot of top Beachbody coaches, they have, 30,000 followers, but they only get 300 likes on a picture. That engagement rate is not that great. They're getting the same amount of likes as I am on photos, and I have 6,000 followers. So when we're thinking about social media, and I could talk about social media all day long, and we're going to dig into social media over the next few days. I'm going to dive into it a little more, but I want you to think, number one, first and foremost, I want you to think value and consistency. How is what I'm posting bringing the customer value? And how is what I'm posting, is it consistent? Like, do I have a consistent look that I'm going for? Because believe it or not, people like to look at Instagram feeds and they like to see flow. Like, we are attracted to things that are organized and have flow. So when you're thinking about your social media, think about those things. And every single thing that you post on Facebook or Instagram needs to have value for your customers. So, what else? Pinterest, Facebook, Google Plus, whatever it is, blogs. Those are all forms of social media that you can use for your business. The second thing is wear and share. So maybe you buy some kind of Beachbody top or a bag or something like that, and then you're at the gym and someone asks you about it. First day I wore my Shakeology shirt, walked into the gym, got the front desk, is like, oh, Shakeology, my cousin was talking about, or my sister was talking about that. What is that? And it just sparked conversation. Did anything come from it? No. But, I think that it kind of helps people see, oh, she drinks that. And, she goes to the gym and she does this, whatever. So it just keeps it top of mind for people and makes them understand that you are a coach. And the next thing is to think about, are you a parent? Do your kids play sports? Are your kids in school? Are your kids in clubs? Every child has parents, so connect with them. If your kid has friends, be friends with the mom. Connect with them. Try to get to know them. Expand your market through those sports teams and how you can help, and just talking to people at the games. It's amazing what will happen from those conversations. Are you a member of a networking group? So if you're not, maybe you should join one. If you're not involved in a church or something where you're meeting people, then maybe join a networking group. The fifth thing is, do you buy groceries or do any kind of shopping? People are everywhere. Just be friendly and people will talk to you. So maybe, you're sitting next to a girl and you're waiting on your husband to try some clothes on. And you and her are just talking and maybe sparks up a conversation, or maybe on a plane or whatever. So look for ways that you can be expanding your market. I think the number one thing you can do if you only have a certain amount of time a day is to focus on your social media. Instagram is an amazing social media platform. I would say don't waste your time with Twitter. Instagram and Periscope are really my favorites. Periscope gives people a little bit more of a peek into who you are. And so it's really great for that. But use social media to your advantage. Start building your business today.